Welcome to the lesson about automation and sequences. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how you can create sequences inside of ManyChat and how you can create follow-up messages to really get the power of ManyChat and Facebook Messenger bots. So as you can see, we are already inside of the automation section with sequences. And we have created a lot of different sequences already. So we're going to go through all of the stuff in the next lesson, the last lesson. We're going to show you how you can use your bot, how you can use the bot we already gave you, and customize that bot. For now, I'm going to show you how you can create new sequences if you want to do that on your own as well. So we go on the top here, new sequences. And then you can create a sequence name. We will create testing. And then you have this button here. So you will get this one up. So you can choose if you want your sequence to send out right away, immediately, within minutes, 1 minute, or you can always change those as well, or days, or hours, or whatever you like. And you can also choose if you want to send them at any time or send between a different time, if it's different time zones, etc. So you can totally choose that as well. So let's say set the first message to immediately at any time and any day. You can choose a day as well. Save update. So what happens now is once they have got into the growth tool, got the welcome message, you have as well subscribed them to a sequence. So let's just dive really quickly in here. You subscribe them to a sequence that is testing, for example. So you have those, they have already got this message here, welcome message, but now you want to send follow-up messages, so you subscribe them to a sequence. In this example, we choose testing. So let's go back here quick to sequences. So now once they have opted in through growth tool, as we showed you before, they will get into the testing sequence. You then create a reply and you can write whatever you want, and I'll already show you how you can write messages. So let's say testing, and maybe you want to check if they are 5 million inside of your budget. And then you can have messages as yes. And what you do now, you don't send them a new message, you send them to a new sequence. So what's really powerful here is that you have additional actions. You subscribe them to a sequence if they say yes. And that sequence can, for example, be houses under 5K. Or let's say here, wait a second, let's create a new sequence as well. So for example, if we created, let's just create a couple sequences here, where we have testing over 5 million. This button, we will choose all the stuff here in a second. Testing under 5 million. So yeah, let's go into the original message we was in. So we are 5 million inside of your budget. For example, if they want to buy a real estate. And if they say they have a budget of 5 million, yes, then you subscribe them to over 5 million, or 5 million should says. So then you know that all the people who actually got into this button are 5 million inside of your budget. You create a new sequence that's named 5 million. So then you have all your audience, all your leads in the place. You know that all the leads inside of 5 million have a budget of 5 million. So then you can send special listings to that sequence, for example, and target that sequence very well. So that's how you do it. And for example, if they say no here, you subscribe them to a sequence, and that sequence is, as you may be guessing, under 5 million. Done. So what's really important here as well, they already are subscribed to the testing sequence because they got this message now, right? So once you subscribe them to a new sequence, you as well need to unsubscribe them from the existing sequence. So you want them to unsubscribe from testing sequence. And here as well, you have already subscribed them to a new sequence, and you need to unsubscribe them from this one. So then you just move the lead from this sequence to a sequence where you have more information about them. Just send a message here, testing, or 5 million inside of your budget in real estate or whatever. And then if they say yes, you send them to the over 5 million. If they say no, then you send them to, we need to select this one, under, and then you send them to or under 5 million. So now we have done that, we publish, and then we get to the sequence again. So now we can start really customizing. So for example, right away, we have this message. Once they have got the one, now they have answered yes, they actually have 5 million budget, and then we can say, cool, we have this listing close to Central Park with a great view. It's at 5 million. Check it out. Check it out below. And maybe we want to add this one. Then you can have them check it out, and then you can have them directly to a website. We don't have a website, we say Google. You will take them to the listing website, of course. You will add a tag that they have checked out that listing. For example, click the listing in Central Park. We'll not add that right now. So they will get there, and let's say they haven't checked it out, they haven't pressed this as well. You can send them different messages or new messages all the time as well. And inside of this is a 5 million sequence now. Let's publish so it gets saved. So you can create a new message. So after one day, you send them a new follow-up message. For example, did you like the listing we sent you yesterday? Want to check it out? Want to come over for an open house or something? And then you can do that. So that's the way you create sequences that are really customized for your audience. So now you have first this testing sequence, and then they choose if they want to go to, if they have a budget of 5 million or not. And then you have them in 2 different follow-up sequences. So you have over 5 million, under 5 million. If they go to the over 5 million, yes, on the last testing sequence, they will get this message with that option. If they go to, if they say we don't have a budget of 5 million, then you will create a new message. Okay, cool. We have another one for only 2 million, for example. Because you know that this lead don't have the money to buy the one on 5 million. So that way you can differentiate the leads you have and really create powerful follow-up messages so that you attract the right people to the right listings, for example. So that is a great way to use sequences and follow-up messages in ManyChat, and as well always try to remember to add tags so you have as much information as possible. For example, if you want to send out broadcasting with new listings and stuff like that. So that is basically how you use sequences and create sequences inside of ManyChat. And in the last lesson, I'm going to cover or go over the bot you already got for free from us and show you how that works and how you can customize that for your own. See you in the next lesson.